years ago just sitting in a dark room with a balloon, rubbing it on their heads and touching it just to kind of giggle and laugh all about it. Like, that's hilarious. But in case those two weren't enough, two other interesting things that went on specifically during the Victorian era in Victorian England was hair collecting and headless portraits. Headless portraits were essentially just a photography fad that was born out of the fascination of the eerie and unusual in Victorian England. How this would work was photographers would manipulate how early cameras would work to essentially take a picture of an individual as if they were holding their own head in their hands. This was a very early Snapchat filter or a very early version of Photoshop. It's kind of funny how this was a big trend hundreds of years ago. It's cool to see, once again, how far photography and creative media has evolved over time. And in regards to hair collecting, many women in Victorian England were extremely sentimental, and human hair had deep sentimental value, and for that reason was saved and used for crafts or even in jewelry making as keepsakes to basically keep their loved ones around them, which is a lot more sweet when you hear that context rather than just hearing hair collecting. The modern era. In the modern era, the ways that people have fun and entertain themselves varies drastically. But one notable and relatable example I can give is either laying on your couch or laying in your bed, watching a stick figure who's not qualified to talk about anything, essentially talk about everything, on a media platform known as YouTube. Seriously though, it is crazy to see exactly how much fun, leisure, and entertainment has evolved over the last roughly 10,000 years. And while this video was a massive oversimplification of a lot of different complex topics and historical events, I hope it at least gives you a good idea of a few unique examples of how people entertained themselves in different eras of history. And while I probably don't need to tell you how people have fun in the modern day, I think a few notable examples that are relevant to this video are the rise of cinema, and with that, the rise of independent entertainment with social media platforms like Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Thousands of years ago, we saw the introduction of gladiatorial games and massive, large-scale theatrical plays. And interestingly, we still have very close remnants of those in the modern day. We have the UFC, we have WWE, we have movies, and we still very much so have live-action plays. If anything, one of the most unique forms of entertainment and fun in the modern era are video games. And while this form of entertainment is probably the most unique compared to all of the others we've discussed, you could say that they very much so have a strong lineage in board games, which in themselves originated over 4,000 years ago, which is cool to see exactly how much development has happened throughout human history, and how much of the things we use today are actually based in ancient history.